This podcast is brought to you by the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault, an organization committed to providing leadership, vision, and resources to those who work to eradicate sexual violence in our communities.
My name is Tony Porter. I'm one of the co-founders, along with Ted Bunch, of A Call to Men. We're a national association of men and women committed to ending violence against women. I'm here in Las Vegas at the CALCASA conference, working with college communities and others, invited here by Althea Hart. Our call is out to men who we define as well-meaning men, not the bad guys. And the reality is we are the large majority of men. And the call that we send out to men is really to challenge the social norms that define manhood. We firmly believe that the collective socialization of manhood is where the violence is rooted in. And we really want to challenge that, deconstruct it, hold on to the wonderful things about being a man. There are many wonderful things about being a man. And get rid of some of the stuff that's not so cool, and redefine some other aspects of things that need to be tweaked about manhood. We believe that if we as well-meaning men accomplish this goal, we will then, we will deconstruct the foundation that the violence lives on, that the bad guys rely on. Our goal is to reach in and grab the hearts of men. We have precious moments. I'm going to be with men for about an hour and a half. It's not a lot of time to accomplish a lot. Some men are already on their way with this journey, so that's helpful. But we do what we call reach in and grab his heart, so that he leaves the room thinking differently about this topic than he did when he came in. We want him to start viewing the world through the eyes of the women that he loves and that he cares about and what their experiences are. And we'll give him many examples of that. We'll send him on his own journey as to where he's at, in this linear as a man in respect to manhood. It is very challenging. I wish it was as simple as I define it, so as simple as it is, it's equally as complicated. We challenge it by really looking at the collective socialization of men. And there's three, we use a formula that men are collectively socialized to have less value in women, to view women as property, and to view women as objects. We believe that's a formula that equals violence against women, and that men collectively have been socialized to operate within that formula. The bad guys take it to another level, but they rely on us to maintain that foundation. So if we as well-meaning men can really look at those three issues, less value, property, and objectification, we can really redefine the aspects of manhood that will then create a culture where humanity is the issue, where women are treated equal to men, and that in itself will definitely, violence will look different than it does today. Many times we as men who do this work kind of operate like we've arrived, and we have a lot of work to do. So one of the things that we attempt to do with A Call to Men is even show us as men who are doing this work about the challenges we still have in regards to redefining manhood within ourselves and with men we convene with. We help men who do this work to see how we're kind of stuck, where while we may know something different, we're still afraid at times to put it into action because we don't want to be kicked out of the club. We call it the man box. We don't want to be kicked out of the man box, and many times. The difference between us a lot of times and men who have really very little knowledge of this is we know when we're in the box and we know when we're out. But it doesn't mean that we live our entire lives out of the box. We're also challenged by it. So it's really good for us as men doing the work to also continue to challenge ourselves as well. It appears like I'm a novelty in some respect. I'm a man like most other men. I have my own challenges. I'm on my own journey. And I'm here primarily because women have challenged me to be here. I didn't just show up and say I want to do the right thing. It was women saying, you know what, you need to talk about this. I was doing work in batterers intervention work and learning about domestic violence from a perspective that is rooted in a patriarchy. And for me, If it was rooted in a patriarchy, I got to a point in time where I'm like, well, why am I only working with the bad guys? If it's a patriarchy, it's about all men. And then really going on my own journey to really take a real good look at violence in general and where we as good men fit in. And then women said, okay, you got it, now go do something with it. I'm really happy that CALCASA, that Althea Hart invited me to be here. Working with folks who work on college campuses is very, very important. Reaching young men, tomorrow's leaders, working with young men who are athletes, young men, fraternity men. College campuses is a wonderful place for movement work. It's a wonderful place to mold men and move men off as they go into their careers and become dads, move them in a righteous direction. So we always embrace the opportunity to work with folks who are educating our young adults.
Thank you for listening. This episode was brought to you by the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault. For more information about CALCASA's mission or to show your support, please visit our website, calcasa.org. That's CALCASA.org. If you'd like to watch or listen to other presentations like this one, you can subscribe to our podcast feed. Visit www.calcasa.org/feed/podcast.